Those are messed up, no. That new to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Who gon' get on that ass with one time? 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. And I said a court. We gon' snatch they so sharp, put them out of service. Keep them tools like Miss Harper free. Try that way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Wanna trophy, I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them set the bitch in a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitch put on that top 3. They gon' make it, you just make moves. These niggas ungrateful. They say you get on, you gon' represent us. Soon as they crazy bitch, the whole God. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the get it lit up like a dog. Told that bitch either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start enough. My niggas get your knife and your fork. They ain't with the count and what you speaking to me for? Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my camp, man. Stop the camp, I'm a champion. Taking it out, get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Catch them with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' get of course. Soon as they crazy that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb. Yeah, bitch, we hold. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, force. Get it lit up like a torch. Either low or this low, either or. I told you I'm too hard. And I the number one. Yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is
never expected to grow, just like in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The stuff telling us cold, but yet it's what the white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity. He killing me, maybe the slavery energy. 400 years trailing my back to them here astounding, but I can't wait till this shit to tangle my king and the angel. Be ready to rap, crack the missiles. officials to make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see. With them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the leash, get for the beach. 144 show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets a sound, you're down. The only way justice found.
Ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to worms. Watch his body turn to fast. I clutch out, trust the lies. The next Glock get it customized and sending shots off like farewell. Come back around like a carousel. In my head like bells. Said you in his body. The Congo choker plop like I did Vondale. Payback to bitch in a dress. She a bombshell. I just hope they make Glock fresh out the box. I swear, make world of mad shooters. That was designed fast for our baby. Do it in the damn our king's reign. I'll be over. They bought my jealous. I'm a brand new pair of bellums.
You see just
Hey, Shalom, North Israel. This is the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. And this is the ISUPK Kentucky class, the Kentucky Law class. And tonight we got a good topic tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go over tonight's topic is leaving the one body of Christ is unlawful. You understand? So with that being said, let's clap it up for class. All right, now we're gonna touch on stuff like the many different denominations of Christianity and why it's so many. These fake Israelite knockoff groups. I ain't even gonna call them Israelite groups because they're other Christian denominations, so that's what we're gonna call them. You understand? And what the scriptures say about the one body of Christ. You understand? So that's what we're gonna get into tonight. Because if you didn't know, there's over about 40,000 different denominations of Christianity. It's more than 200 ways to be a Christian here in America. You understand? You got all these different religions like Islam and Buddhism, and right. You know what I'm saying? All this other garbage. And you got these fake Israelite Christians out here claiming to be Israelites, but we'll get into that in a second. Go to that article that I sent you. Because one thing we have to understand is what the scriptures say and what actually goes on here in America and abroad throughout Christianity and things of that nature. It's two different things. You understand? And we're gonna get into the scriptures a little bit later, but the scriptures say one body. You understand? But in Christianity alone, it's like 40,000 different denominations
Right.
Over 200 in America. Just how to be, 200 different ways to be a Christian. How you got all these different denominations of Christianity. That's not what Christ set up. That's not what Christ said to do.
Right.
You understand? But we're going to get into why there's so many, because, it all really goes back to money, power, and, the own private interpretations. That's how you got these knockoff Israelite Christian groups. You understand? Because they wanted money, power, and to push their own interpretations of the Bible.
Right.
You understand? And even the Bible says there's no private interpretation of the Bible. Let me grab that real quick. It's 2 Peter. I'll read it real quick. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. You understand? So no matter what different ways somebody want to butcher the scriptures to make it fit to fit their agenda, doesn't make it right. You understand? And I'll get into a couple different examples of that here in a little while after this article. And then verse 21, for the prophecy come not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of God spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost. You understand? So it wasn't no private interpretations. The men that wrote, that wrote the scriptures, they didn't properly interpret what they wanted to say and what they wanted to write down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was moved. They was holy men. They followed law, statutes, and commandments. They did what the Most High told them to do. So the Most High used them, and the Spirit of the Holy Ghost was over them for them to write down what the Most High wanted them to say. They didn't just say anything that they wanted to.
Right.
You understand? They said what the Most High wanted them to say. Let's get into that article real quick.
Why does Christianity have so many denominations? There are more than 45,000 denominations globally.
I said 40,000. Excuse me, 45,000. There's 45,000 different ways to be a Christian. So then you would have to, you know what I'm saying? Like I did this study when I was coming into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I did this little semester in college, right? And I took a African American history class.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he said that our history, first of all, it was a white man that taught the class, which was a big no-no for me to begin with. Like, hold on now, why are you in here teaching the African American history class? You're not even African American.
Right.
Why are you teaching this class, for one? And then the very first class on the board, he wrote 1619. I'm like, so who the hell was we before 1619?
Right.
So did we just poof and appear in 1619 to be a slave? Who was we before that?
Right.
Couldn't answer any questions. So I did my own research. I do my own research. You know what I'm saying? We got Christianity from the slave master.
Right.
We wasn't Christians before we came over here.
That's right.
You understand? We got Christianity from the slave master, and all these black ass niggas talking about how they hate slavery and everything about slavery, but still love that white Jesus, still love Christianity. You understand?
Yeah.
Which makes entirely no sense whatsoever. But anyway, back to the story. You know what I'm saying? I'm searching, find out it's over 45,000 different ways to be a Christian. So my first question that came to mind was, well, who the hell got it right?
Right.
It's 45,000 different ways to be a Christian. Which one of you motherfuckers? Which one of y'all got it correct?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I started searching. You know what I'm saying? And then you know how YouTube do it. You know what I'm saying? I was really on my way to being a Muslim, because you know what I'm saying? Malcolm X was talking to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up and down. That's the what I'm saying? This is black right here. This is what we are. And then you know how YouTube do it. Give you like, you know what I'm saying, you watch one video, then it'll give you something else in that algorithm. And then I finally seen a Hebrew Israelite one. Of course, it was the purple faggots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, so as soon as I found that out, you know what I'm saying, it was really process of elimination. I knew I was Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So now I see it's like 3 or 4 or 5, maybe really probably like 3 different groups that even make any noise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's just process of elimination. Which one am I gonna join? You know what I'm saying? So I seen all the other. One of the ones talking about how you can. Well, I get into that here a bit later. But you know what I'm saying? I basically found out we Israelites. Okay, now this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is actually reading the Bible, because I knew when I went to church, they read you a verse and then it's hour and a half of just emotional, you know what I'm saying? Emotional,
shouting.
You know what I'm saying? Shouting and niggas getting up, running around the whole goddamn building. It's a homosexual in the, you know what I'm saying, directing the choir. It's more women than men in here. I'm like, wow, the men at, you know what I'm saying? All these women in here, old women in here, like, what was, you know what I'm saying? So it just never sit right with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I seen the Israelites, I'm like, now this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the white man is the goddamn devil. Hey, white man is the devil. You damn right he is. Now, now I'm keep on listening. I'm still listening. I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the ISUPK and the Commander General, how to save me. You did?
That's right.
So, not to get too far off topic, let's get to the article real quick.
Kind. Followers of Yahushua, who y'all call Jesus, span the globe, but the global body of more than 2 billion Christians is separated into thousands of denominations: Pentecostal, Presbyterian, Lutheran, Baptist, Apostolic, Methodist. The list goes on. Estimations show there are more than 200 Christian denominations in the U.S. and a staggering 45,000 globally, according to the Center for the Study of Global Christianity. So why does Christianity have so many branches? A curiously look shows the difference in belief, power grabs, and corruption.
Say that again.
So like power grabs and corruption.
Power grabs and corruption. That's why, you know what I'm saying, so many different denominations of Christianity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Money here or money there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Private interpretations, corruption. You know what I'm saying? Just the straight up lies that go on in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Everything from the, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, we gonna believe in the Holy Trinity, but we don't believe in the Holy Trinity.
Right.
We gonna believe in the Immaculate Conception. Well, I don't think they all believe in the Immaculate Conception. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna believe in dogma. You know, we gonna believe that Christ is God in the reincarnation. We don't believe that Christ is God. You know what I'm saying? All these different private interpretations, and just for everybody, just for the record, Christ is not God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, all these private that's a whole nother class though. You know what I'm saying? All these private interpretations of what the scripture's saying with the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all read that verse that I just read in 1 Peter. You know what I'm saying? The scripture is not up for any private interpretation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why is all these men trying to interpret the Bible? You know what I'm saying? And then you have the slave master, you know what I'm saying, who made the slave book. And then you got all these different devils trying to teach what the Bible say, when the Bible is not for them to begin with.
That's right.
The Bible is only to, for, and about the Israelites.
Right.
So if you got all these different devils and non-Israelites trying to teach people about the Bible and what the Bible say, then you're going to get a whole lot of corruption. You're going to get a whole lot of private interpretation because they don't know what the hell to say to begin with. Go ahead, keep on.
Power grabs and corruption all had a part to play, but on some level, differentiation and variety have been makers of Christianity since the very beginning, according to Diarmaid McCullough, professor emeritus of church history at the University of Oxford in United Kingdom.
That's like it. I'm gonna read these comments from Howard Moore. That's right. The King of England in 1619 was a black man, and that king's name was King James.
Right.
King James was a black man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in that so-called African American history class, they didn't teach us that King James was the king of England in 1619. That's something they didn't teach us. All they taught us was the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? You came over here slave. They didn't want to teach us nothing before that, or who he was before that, or anything like that. But yeah, you are absolutely correct. The King of England, which was King James, was a black man in 1619. But you know, if a white man teaching an African American history class, he's not going to teach us that.
He's gonna keep you in the slave mentality.
Yeah.
Start you out with slavery.
Yeah.
So keep you focused on that and keep you stuck in that.
Yeah.
So he is not trying to have you elevated to thinking you anything above, but being a slave.
Being a slave.
Being a slave. Like,
right. Go ahead, keep going.
Kind of. But on some level, differentiation and variety have been makers of Christianity since the very beginning, according to Diarmaid McCullough, the professor emeritus of church history at the University of Oxford in United Kingdom. There's never been a united Christianity.
Say that again.
There's never been a united Christianity.
There's never been a united Christianity. So Christianity's never been united as one. Ever. And I'm gonna get the scriptures here in a minute to show you you're supposed to be united.
Right.
How the hell can you two walk together and not be united? But you know what I'm saying? That's what Christianity is. It's all talk and no action. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you gotta kill people to join your religion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta force people to join the religion, then that's probably not a religion you want to be.
And that's more so power and control.
And so that's exactly what it is, for power and control. And why did the church split into all these different denominations? For power and control.
And Salaki, if I may, with that being said, all these churches, I look at them as today, they ain't nothing but trap houses. Trap houses, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm controlling the masses, I'm going to control the money. If I'm controlling the money, then I'm controlling everything. Because like how they said, Lil Kim and them say money, power, and respect. Mm-hmm. If I got the power, I'm going to get the money. Either way it goes, however you put it first, money, power.
I get what you're saying, yeah. but really, in today's time, the church doors is closing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's not too many grandmamas left to trick them out of their tithe money every week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these grandmamas is dying out, so you know what I'm saying? There's not too many of them left. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these church doors is closing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? These church doors was closed. It was closed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That just show you how evil and dumb the Christian church is. You know what I'm saying? And there's 45,000 different ways to be a Christian. 45,000 different ways to be a Christian. There's over 200 different denominations here in America that all teach you a goddamn lie. Right. That all will tell you that the laws are done away with, but still want to trick you out of your tithe money.
Right.
When tithes is a law, dumb.
Right.
So the law done. What was the church? The pastor that came out not too long ago talking about how he been robbing the church? Was it not TD Jakes, but Creflo Dollar? When they bought the jet, and you know what I'm saying, millions of dollars every year. finally came out and said, well, yes, the laws are done away with, so we've been wrong for taking your tithe. But I ain't seen nothing talking about how he be giving the tithes back.
Right.
He ain't donate that plane to nobody. He ain't
Right.
sell that and get them their money back.
But it's a like if I may. But you know, when I first heard this thing, even when I was in the world, I always knew something was up with that. But you know, for today, I don't call him Creflo Dollar. I call him Cuff Your Dollar.
Yeah.
Because that's what he.
Cuff your dollars.
Because that's what he has done and still doing.
Yeah, he been robbing the people for all these years. Then want to talk about how he been wrong for doing that. But you ain't getting no money back.
You ain't getting no money
You
back.
ain't getting that $1 million mansion. You ain't sold that jet. You ain't sold that $1 million mansion that you in. Ain't sold none of them cars, them fancy cars, them fancy $5,000, $6,000 suits you be wearing. You ain't did none of that to try to give the people back their money.
So how sorry are you?
Come on, man. Keep going.
There's never been a united Christianity. He told Live Science.
There's never been a united Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Ever.
Never.
Go ahead.
Early splits. The early church, which spans from the start of Jesus' ministry in AD 27 to AD 325, was divided primarily based on geography, worship styles, and interpretations of Jesus' teachings vary based on regional cultures and customs, according to Bruce Gordon, a professor of ecclesiastical history at Yale Divinity School. But there were also major breaks or schism over Christian theology during this time.
Now, that's the problem right there, because you're trying to make it a philosophy, a theology, some type of a study when you read from the beginning, the book ain't even for you.
Right.
If you're not an Israelite from the 12 tribes, this book ain't for you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High only deals with one people.
Right.
He has a favorite people. He deal with them one people. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why the one people are in bondage and suffering is because that one people didn't listen to him and didn't do what he told them to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We want to look at what everybody else doing and do whatever they doing, how they prospering doing this. But that's a sin if we do that. They can do all that.
Right.
They was never given the law. We was the ones given the law. So we the ones that suffer behind not following that law.
Right.
Go ahead. If any theology should teach you that, they should teach you that. Hey, you blacks, Hispanics, and natives, y'all don't need to do this. We can do this just fine because this book was never for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to teach theology, that's the theology you need to be teaching. Go ahead.
One of the most notable early schism, the Arian controversy in the early 4th century, divided the church on Jesus' relationship with God. Arius, a priest from Alexandria, Egypt, claimed that because Jesus was begotten or brought about God, he was a lesser divinity than God. Okay,
so way back when, you know what I'm saying? What year was this?
This is in
what century? What is it?
It was in AD 27 to AD.
Okay, in AD 27. You know what I'm saying? Over almost 2,000 years ago. It's what, 2023? Yeah, 4 years now would be, almost 20 years ago, right? 2,000 years ago. So like almost 2,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's when the argument started about is Christ God. One theologian said he is, one theologian said it isn't, so bam, you got split right there and wrong. Of course he isn't, but again, that's a whole nother topic. We'll get into that later. But you know what I'm saying? This is one of the private interpretations that these theologists want to keep, you know what I'm saying, want to do, when again, there's no private interpretation. So if there's no private interpretation, you should make a philosophy, a geology, a theology, or any of them ologies about the Bible, because it's not up for any private interpretation. What it says is what it says.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for theologians like that, we would never have Christ as God. We wouldn't have to have a breakdown for Christ as God. We wouldn't have to have a breakdown for Immaculate Conception. We wouldn't have to have a breakdown for none of this, because back in these days, everybody knew Joseph was Christ's daddy.
Right.
Yeah, the Bible even says Joseph was Christ's daddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with all these theologies and philosophies and all this garbage, you know what I'm saying, that's been taught and passed down from generation to generation, you know, now we had to have a breakdown for Christ as God. We had to have a breakdown for Immaculate Conception.
Right.
We had to have breakdowns for all these things, because the ignorance of the theology, you know what I'm saying, the private interpreters of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, came in theologies and all this and that. Go ahead.
Got him con. But Athanasius and Alexandria theologian claimed that Jesus was God incarnated. This caused major upheaval in the Roman Empire, said Christopher West, a doctoral student of ancient Christianity and medieval studies at Yale University. It split Christians in the Roman Empire in half. The Council of Nicaea, a group of theologians and scholars gathered.
Again, another group of theologians and scholars gathered to interpret the Bible, when I guess they just skipped over the part of the Bible where it says there's no private interpretation.
Right.
So you got all these splits and all these different denominations and these splits over power and money and theologies, you know what I'm saying, when the Bible was never up for a private interpreter to begin with.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kind of a con. A group of theologians and scholars gathered by Emperor Constantine I in AD 325 ultimately sided against Arius, but despite the church's official view, Christians continued to be divided on the subject for more than a century. Then in 1054, the Eastern Orthodox Christians split from the Western Roman Catholics in what known as the Great Schism. The two groups disagreed on the taking of the sacraments, religious symbols believed and transmit divine grace of the believer. Furthermore, the Eastern Orthodox Christians disagreed with the Romans' belief that priests should remain celibate and that the Roman Pope had authority over the head of the Eastern Church according to the Encyclopedia Britannica. There was even a temporary schism known as the Western Schism within the Catholic Church itself. In 1378, when two men, eventually a third, claimed to be the true papal heir.
So the priest supposed to be celibate, can't get no tail. Feel bad for him. Can't get no tail. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, somehow he ended up with 2, maybe 3 children. So this made another split. You know what I'm saying? All these different splits behind these different theologies and quest for power and money.
Right.
Keep going.
Kind of a con. The division lasted almost 40 years, and by the time it was resolved in 1417, the reviling Pope.
Matter of fact, look, hey, so like if I could real quick, that's probably one of the reasons why the Catholic priests and all them are known for raping little boys. They can't get no tail. They can't have a woman, so they, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that all them around all day, these little boys. So they raping these little boys. That's probably why the Catholic Church is known for raping boys.
Yeah, that's why they say, Salaki if I may, that's what they say, it's powerful. They say, he that is filthy, let him stay filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, keep going. Just we'll go a little bit more on this, and then we'll get off.
Kind of a con. And by the time it was resolved in 1417, the reviling popes had significantly damaged the reputation of the papal office. Despite this handful of schism, the Catholic Church successfully suppressed other potential Christians offshoots, parted by sustained persecution, including actual military expectations against some labeled heretics, but then also a new system of inquiries into people's belief called inquisitions. With the backing of secular rulers, heretics might be burned at the stake or forced into denying their beliefs. Macaulay told Live Science via mail.
Damn, these Catholics burning people at the stake? Slacker, keep going, Slacker. I think there's 100 talking to me. Keep going, Slacker.
Denominations exploded. But after the Protestants' Reformation in 1517, the number of denominations really began to multiply.
The number of the denominations keep multiplying. They keep multiplying.
Right.
To now what we had today. We got over 45,000 different denominations of Christianity worldwide.
Right.
There's over 200 different denominations just in America alone. Keep going.
The Reformation, instigated by a number of events, most notably Martin Luther, 95. These emphasize a personal faith. This movement was in reaction to the fact that interpretations of the Bible, grace...
Again what?
Interpretations.
Again what?
Interpretations.
They interpret in the Bible.
Of the Bible.
They interpret in the Bible. But what these Christians, I guess, just skipped over in the Bible, that the Bible is not up for private interpretation. So that's how you get all these power grabs and money grabs and, you know what I'm saying, from all these different private interpretations of the scriptures. That's how you get all these different theologies, whatever ology you want to put with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Philosophy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to put with it. That's how you get all this, because of private interpretation. When the Bible tells you not to interpret anything in the Bible. No private interpretations of the Bible. Is anything else you think important in there, or we can be done with it?
I mean, it goes on. I mean, you know, we touched on
we'll go ahead and drop that. You know what I'm saying? But again, there's 45,000 different ways to be a Christian, all because of private interpretations of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And with these, that's the same thing with these fake Israelite groups. You know what I'm saying? These fake Israelite Christians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They left the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Because of money, power, and their own private interpretations of the scriptures.
Right.
And again, all these private interpretations, they done backfired on them too. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the one cats, the GMS talking about they can have sex with 12-year-old little girls.
Yes.
As soon as they get on their flower, little girls get on their flower about 11, 12 years old. So that means you grown men out there, you know what I'm saying, groping and grooming and, you know what I'm saying, all these little girls. That's what y'all doing. So back to my quest, you know what I'm saying, I'm finding all these different Israelite groups. Seeing the GMS, I seen that video where he was talking about the 12-year-old little girls. Okay, that's not the one for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My daughter's 11. She's 13 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on. It's real close. You know what I'm saying? And she started her flower when she was 11.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? And God damn it, I wish one of you niggas would. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? And I knew that's not really what it meant. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that can't be what that means. I'm like, I don't really know at the time. I know better now, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't know at the time. But I was like, I know that can't be what it means. You know what I'm saying? So I see all these different Israelite groups, and then I think there was like three besides the ISUPK that I seen. It was GMS, HOI, and the IUIC.
Right.
And then it was the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? And then when I learned that all these groups started from the ISUPK. All these different groups, the leaders and everything they was in and learned from the ISUPK. And then you hear reasons why they left the UPK. It's like, damn, you coward, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You a bitch ass nigga.
Right.
Salakia.
All the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for the ISUPK, none of these Israelite groups, you know what I'm saying, would even call themselves an Israelite. If it wasn't for the ISUPK, nobody would know that they was an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? They use all of the ISUPK most of their breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? And butcher the rest of them. They use the 12 tribe chart, which came from the ISUPK.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They use all these other different things. You know what I'm saying? That originated and started with the ISUPK.
Right.
The way they put the signs that count. I don't know about them dumbass, ugly ass garments that niggas be wearing, or them purple ass garments, them faggot ass purple garments that them niggas be wearing. But you know what I'm saying? From the way they position their signs to what's on their signs and everything like that, that's ISUPK all the way around.
All the way.
You know what I'm saying? And again, like these Christian Israelite groups, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even calling them Israelite groups, you know what I'm saying? But these Christian Israelites do, what these Christians that call themselves Israelites, I'll say it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's no different than a black person calling himself a Baptist. That's no different than an evangelicalist or a Pentecostal, etc. You know what I'm saying? These IUIC, GMS, HOI, these are all other Christian denominations.
Right.
There's only one Israelite, you know what I'm saying? And it's the School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.
That's right.
That's the one body. That's the one body. You know what I'm saying? All these other fake groups, they are the Christian denominations. That's straight like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, when I was seeing these other groups, I was, you know what I'm saying, it was process of elimination. You know what I'm saying? Because when I listened to them, they all, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning, you know what I'm saying, just from the, you know what I'm saying, that just like off the top of the scale, it's like, well, a lot of these groups, they say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This, and this. But then when you actually really listen to it, nah, they don't. You know what I'm saying? Because even though no matter how much these other groups try to be like the UPK, they not even close. You know what I'm saying? So strike one, well, the only strike that I needed for GMS was when they come on their flower. When they come on their flower about 11, 12 years old. So you be grooming them from there? Nah, nigga, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? Then what was the one cast that was in the club for their Passover? Like, come on, man.
I think that's a little Sakari.
Sakari, yeah. I mean, come on, man. Y'all in the club for Passover? Having strippers bring y'all bottles for Passover.
Right.
Like, y'all crazy. Y'all, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying, with the IUIC, man, I seen a whole lot wrong with that one. I'm gonna get into that here in a second.
Right.
But then when I was watching the ISUPK, it's like, shit, there's no flaw in these niggas. There's no flaw in them. You know what I'm saying? When they say no cowards, it's exactly what it means. No cowards.
That's right.
That's right. All the breakdowns, you can't mess with 12-year-old little girl. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you hear the actual real breakdown, women can't wear pants. Well, there's no, if you want to make a religion about pants, it's women cut pants and it's men cut pants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't make a religion about some goddamn pants. There's nothing wrong with a woman putting a dress on. You know what I'm saying? And at the Passover, they're not wearing no pants. They got dresses on at the Passover. But if she in the house wearing pants, so fucking what?
Right.
She happened to go to Walmart with some blue jeans on. Who the hell cares?
Right.
Them women cut blue jeans. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? You niggas out here wearing them skinny legs, you know what I'm saying? Them women cut jeans.
Right.
Check yourself.
And you sagging.
Come on, man.
You say.
Come on, man. So you know what I'm saying? I had to look at, you know what I'm saying, what these groups was doing before I made my decision. And of course, you know what I'm saying, the ISUPK and the Commander General Yohana saved me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the best decision I ever made in my life.
Right. Right.
You understand? Give me Matthew 7 and start at 16. You know what I'm saying? When, you know what I'm saying, I had to, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't really a hard decision. It wasn't a hard decision at all. Matter of fact, it wasn't a hard decision whatsoever. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 16. Ye should know them by their fruits.
You should what?
Ye should know them by their fruits.
You should know them by their fruits. You should know them by what they do, the works they put in, the actions they do, what they teach. You should know them by their fruits. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is known for molesting little boys and girls.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is known for adultery, sleeping with another man's woman. Known for that. Church is known for having homosexuals all in throughout the church, running the choir and all that. When the Bible talks directly against those things, adultery and homosexuality, but the church allows these things. The lies of the Christian church, the laws are done away with. When Matthew 5 and 17, when Christ said, "There's no laws, not I come to fulfill,
right.
not to take away from the prophets." Right. You know what I'm saying? So until the world, I'm paraphrasing, until the world pass, you know what I'm saying, not a tittle from the law.
Right.
So nigga, we still got to be doing these laws.
That's right.
You understand? These churches that celebrate these pagan holidays and not the high holy and feast days of the Most High.
Right.
You understand? And it's no different than these fake Israelite Christians. You know what I'm saying? Like the group talking about they can have sex with a 12-year-old little girl. You can only have one wife. Like the IUIC teaches you can only have one wife, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't have multiple wives. But yet they had a member that killed his wife because he was cheating on her with another woman.
Right. And
then on top of that, it was an African. You know what I'm saying? So you let Africans in your group kill a sister, Joy Morgan. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? All these things you teach you can only have one woman. But when she found out about the other woman, he killed her. The Hamite killed the sister.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, from what I understand, the IUIC also kept taking tithes out of her bank account after she was dead.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and then another time, they also didn't help with the investigation. They didn't do nothing for the sister, but they're on video talking about they'll snitch if you got warrants.
Right, I seen that. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I might play that real quick.
I seen that.
Let's see.
5.
I'm gonna play that video real quick. They'll snitch if you got warrants. But yet they wouldn't help out with Jordan Morgan investigation.
Trayvon Martin, who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin? Who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin? Trayvon Martin, who the hell cares about that young man? He decided to go what the white man say. He tell him stop. What? He was with. Yeah, but we are four cops. Y'all go all for it. Bring more. Don't stop him. I'm calling the cops. I am still. Your ass going to jail. If I'm in your neighborhood, you're going to jail. One thing I'm telling you is, you're going to jail. I will tell you. I said openly, if any of you here I see on the list being wanted, your ass going to jail. We snitch.
Talking about we snitch. When they wouldn't do, they ain't do nothing to help out the Morgan case. You know what I'm saying? But if they in the hood and they see you and you got a warrant, don't snitch on you.
So like if I may.
Hold that thought real quick. Christ had a warrant since his birth.
Right.
These niggas would have snitched on Christ.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Go ahead.
They would have did what Judas did for the 30 spears of silver.
Yeah.
Probably less than that. But hearing this right here, really hearing it right now in depth, make me think that they work for the police.
Nasty Nate, he a former police officer, New York police officer.
Hands down, he still probably got ties with him.
And shit, remember also in the IUIC that they had a member that went to jail in the purple T-shirt. He had the purple T-shirt on and everything in his mugshot for killing the transgender after he had sex with him. You know what I'm saying? So after I see all these things come about, you know what I'm saying? Read that again from the top.
Kind of. You should know them by their fruits.
You should know them by their fruits, what they do, how they act, what they teach. You know what I'm saying? The things that aspire around them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see nobody in the ISUPK kill a transgender.
Not even.
You ain't gonna see nobody a Hamite in the ISUPK kill a sister because he had another woman.
So, like, if I may, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Captain Kadazar said. I was listening, and Captain Kadazar, I say this. It was a homosexual called in and talking about he trying to change his ways, this and that and third. Captain Kadazar told him out the gate, "You disgusting."
Right.
You is disgusting. Like, it's like you disgusting. Like, just you disgusting.
Right. Keep going. Start again from the top.
Matthew chapter 17. Slaki. Matthew chapter 7, verse 16. You should know them by their fruits.
You should know them by the fruits. That means what they do, what they teach, how they act, how they carry themselves, everything. You should know them by their fruits. Go ahead.
Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistle?
Keep going.
Verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
Every good tree bring forth good fruit. You understand? So if it's a good tree, it's going to bring forth good fruit. Go ahead.
But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
A corrupt tree going to bring forth evil fruit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, a good tree bring forth good fruit. ISUPK bring forth good fruit.
Since 1969.
Since 1969, bring forth good fruit. You know what I'm saying? Getting brothers and sisters off the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Having brothers stop turning sisters into whores. Having sisters stop being whores.
Right.
Getting people off drugs. Getting people, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's happened, but getting people to stop being homosexual. All that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a bad tree going to bring forth bad fruit. So the bad tree, IUIC, GMS, and all these other fake Israelite Christian groups, you know what I'm saying? They out there sleeping with transgenders and killing them. They out there letting Hamites in the organization to where he's able to kill a sister because they teach you can only have one wife, but when his wife found out about the other woman, he killed her.
Right.
So these bad trees gonna bring forth bad fruit, and that's exactly what's going on. These bad trees bring forth bad fruit. Well, the purple faggots was, I think it was in Oklahoma, got beat up by a bunch of church women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? ISUPK in Alabama got fed by the church women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Good trees bring forth good fruit. Bad trees bring forth bad fruit. Keep going.
Verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
A good tree's not bringing forth evil fruit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A good tree can't bring forth evil fruit. Go ahead.
Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
And a corrupt tree, a bad tree, is not going to bring forth good fruit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why everything in the ISUPK is wonderful, is good, is magnificent. But everything in the IUIC and all these other fake Israelite Christian groups, they bring nothing about them is prosperous.
Right.
Even though the IUIC may have all these lights and, you know what I'm saying, all these different people in that group, but it still brings forth nothing good.
That's right.
Keep going.
Got no con. Verse 19. Every tree that bringeth forth Salaki. Not good fruit is hewn down and cast.
Keep going.
Verse 20. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them.
Wherefore the fruits ye shall know them.
Right.
Understand? So by what they do, how they carry themselves, what they teach, the actions that are brought forth. Right. You know what I'm saying? You should know them by their fruits. All right, drop that. Give me this is also for them fake Israelites. Fake Israelite Christians. You understand? 1 John 2:19. John 2:19.
Got no con. 1 John 2:19. They went out from us, but they were not of us.
They went out from us, but they're not of us. All these fake Israelite Christians, you know what I'm saying? They started in One West.
Right.
No one would be calling themselves an Israelite if not for One West. All of these fake Israelite Christian groups, you know what I'm saying? Use One West teachings, One West 12 tribe chart. You know what I'm saying? Different things learned at One West. You know what I'm saying? If they read it again from the top.
Got no con. 1 John 2:19. They went out from us, but they were not of us.
They went out from us, but they're not of us.
Right. Got no con. But if they had been of us,
if they would have been us, if they would have been part of us, if they would have been no cowards, if they would have been, you know what I'm saying, One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, they would have been us. Go ahead.
Got no con. They would no doubt have continued with us.
Them cowards would have no doubt would have continued with us. But what it say at the beginning? Not from us, but they are not of us.
Got no con.
Go ahead. Because if they was us, they would no doubt continue with us.
That's
but
right.
Cowards, you know what I'm saying? Cowards usually drop their swords and can't continue with not being a coward. Go ahead.
Got no con. But they went out.
But they went out. Go ahead.
That they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
They may be man, they are not of us. You understand? Because
right.
You know, it took they, you know, whatever it was that made them drop their sword or whatever it was, they took that check and made them stronger and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? The lack of brotherhood, the lack of integrity, the lack of every goddamn thing.
Right.
Just straight cowards. The lack of not being a coward. Go ahead.
So like if I want right here is heavy. This is a heavy verse. And you know, if I may, I want to give a shout out to Captain Tazariak and my camp leader, Asar Bond. My first Passover.
Asar Nakwash.
Salaki. Asar Nakwash. My first Passover, me meeting Captain Tazariak. He, you know, being in his truth, he say stay with it. He say stay with it. And Asar Nakwash told me this. He said, you don't let nobody make you lead this truth. And
nobody meaning no bitch, no child, no caseworker,
nothing,
no any type of bullshit that you may go through, right?
And even when I was in the world, I always been a loyal person. Anybody that know me, even when I was in the world doing wrong, doing dirt, I was loyal to whatever I did. Me coming into this truth, me coming into ISUPK and the Commander Junior Hunter, after hearing the stories of what he has done to keep this truth going, the only thing gonna separate me from this truth is death.
That's right.
It's death.
That's right.
Bury me a priest.
That's right.
Bury me preach, there's no way I'm coming out this truth.
Damn right. All right, drop that. Give me Ephesians. ISUPK bread and butter right here. Bread and butter, baby. What was that? Guns and butter, baby. It's all about the guns and butter. This is ISUPK bread and butter scripture right here. Ephesians 4:4.
Okay.
We're gonna read through 6. 4 through 6. And this is again what the Christian conveniently looked up, just like with the private interpretation it's like a scripture. That last verse and this verse right here is what these fake Israelite Christians look over. Because these fake Israelite Christians will be like, well, One West got the whole truth, and just because you're not in One West doesn't mean you're not in the truth, and blah blah blah, all that faggot ass shit that that they be saying. You know what I'm saying? That queer ass garbage that they be saying. Just because we not doesn't mean we're not in the truth. Blah 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 blah. All that soft ass coward ass shit.
Right.
That's exactly what that is. Just look over this scripture right here.
Ephesians chapter 4 verse 4. There is one body.
There's what?
There is one body.
There's what?
There is one body.
One more time.
There is one body.
You cowards.
That's right.
There's one body. It's not a whole bunch of different bodies, but still in the truth. No, you cowards. It's one body. Go ahead.
And one spirit.
One spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's not different spirits, but still think you in the truth. No, it's one body and one spirit. Keep going.
Even as ye are called in one hope.
In one hope. Keep going.
Of your calling.
Of your calling. One hope. You know, unity all together. Right. The Christian church never had unity. They said that in the article.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For you fake Israelite Christians, it's one body. One spirit. Go ahead.
Verse 5. One Lord.
One Lord. It's one Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's not one Lord to tell a whole bunch of different people to do a bunch of different things, but still think they in the truth. No, it's one body, one Lord. It's one West. Keep going.
One faith.
One faith. A whole bunch of faiths, different interpretations. Still think you in the goddamn truth? No, you's a goddamn fool. It's one body, one spirit, one calling, one faith. Keep on.
One baptism.
One baptism. Keep going. And that's not talking about the baptism with water. That's talking about taking up your cross and following Christ. That's talking about that baptism with fire. That's not talking about water. Keep going.
Verse 6. One God.
It's one God. It's not one God saying to do this, but you groups can do this, this, and this, but y'all still in the truth. No, that's a bunch of garbage. Keep going.
One God and Father of all.
One God and Father of all. Keep going.
Who is above all.
Who is above all. Mm-hmm.
And through all. And in you all.
And in you all. You know what I'm saying? It's one body.
Right.
One spirit, one Christ, one calling, one God. You know what I'm saying? And that's the God of Israel.
That's right.
And if you fake Israelite Christians think that you still in the truth, but not in One West, you's a goddamn fool. Because One West is that one body. One West is where it all started at.
Right. So
if you want to go and make another fake Israelite Christian group besides One West, then you're a coward. You're not following the laws of God. You're not following what God told you to do. You're not following what Christ told you to do.
Right.
All right, drop that. Give me Ephesians 2:2. Philippians 2:2. And if just for time's sake, if you need me to forward these precepts to you, I can do that.
Philippians.
Got about 8 minutes.
Philippians 2:2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love.
I can read that again. Read it slow for these coward ass fake Israelite Christians. Read it slow for them.
Kind of
Because they kind of slow.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy.
Fulfill ye my joy. Go ahead.
Kind. That ye be like-minded.
That ye be what?
Like-minded.
What?
Like-minded.
Just because we're not in the ISUPK don't mean we're not in the truth.
Like-minded.
We can teach that you can have sex with little 12-year-old girls, but we still in the truth.
Like-minded.
Our members can shoot transgenders in the face for having sex with them, and Africans can kill sisters, and we don't help out. We just, you know what I'm saying, still take our tithe money and all that, but we still in the truth.
Like-minded.
What?
Like-minded.
Be like-minded. Go ahead.
Kind. Having the same love.
Having what?
Having the same love.
Having the same love. Not saying, we still in the truth, even though we're not in One West. One West don't have the whole truth. Whatever the garbage is that y'all want to claim. Go ahead.
Kind. Being of one accord.
Being what?
Being of one accord.
Being what?
Being of one accord.
Being on separate accords, but still in the truth.
Being of one accord.
Teach different philosophies and private interpretations, but we all still in the truth.
Being of one accord.
Be on one accord. One accord. Not a whole bunch of different accords. On one accord. Go ahead.
Kind. Of one mind.
Of what?
Of one mind.
One mind. One mind. Not a bunch of different minds, but we still in the truth, even though we're not in One West. Nah, one mind. Be on accord of one mind. Go ahead.
Kind. Verse 3.
Now drop that. Give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 17.
First Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot,
17.
Salaki. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. But he that is joined unto the Most High is one spirit.
He did what?
He that is joined unto the Most High is one spirit.
He did what?
He that is joined unto the Most High is one spirit.
He that joined to the Most High is of one spirit. Not a whole bunch of different spirits, but still thinking you in the goddamn truth.
That's right.
That's not leaving the truth and creating your own fake Israelite Christian group and still thinking you're in the truth. Read that again from the top.
Kind. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. But he that is joined unto the Most High is one spirit.
It's one spirit.
Kind.
Is that it on it?
Kind.
All right, drop that. Give me 1 Peter 4 and 1.
First Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
Do what?
For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind.
Arm yourself likewise with the same mind. That's going back to one body, one spirit, one calling, one Christ, one Lord. Not a whole bunch of different ones.
Right.
That's being a coward. That's being a bitch, for lack of a better term. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all it is. Keep going.
God. For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin.
For he that suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. You know what I'm saying? So if you the same mind likewise with Christ, you wouldn't have to worry about a member in your group shooting a transgender in the face.
Right.
And going to jail on that gay-ass purple t-shirt. You wouldn't have to worry about a Hamite killing a sister in your group for having another woman. Why? Because a man can have more than one woman. I hate it for you. You know what I'm saying? Love it or like it or hate it or whatever you want to do, sisters. But a man can have more than one woman.
Right.
I don't know what else you want me to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Christian church, you know what I'm saying, where they teach you can only have one woman, one wife. You know what I'm saying? They all cheating on their woman any goddamn way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So just you know what I'm saying, throw all them Disney fairy tale dreams that you had about this perfect man out the goddamn window.
Right.
Because your Prince Charming ain't coming. If you do, he coming with another woman.
That's
It
right.
is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Zephaniah 2:1. Because this is what we gotta do as a people. This is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? This is what we have to do as a people, as a like mind, as a one mind, one body, one spirit, and that one body is the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. And if you think it's not, well, look at the fruits. Look at the fruits of what Commander General Yohana has done, not only for the people, but for all you fake Israelite Christians too. If it wasn't for the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, you would still be in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? You now call yourself an Israelite, but you're also a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the ISUPK, you still be in that church.
Right.
Calling yourself a Christian, or worse, you be in the streets selling drugs, still making sisters whores and everything like that. Look at the fruits that the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana has done. And then the story is told with that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Salaki, if I may say, you say Zephaniah what?
2:1.
Kind of a con. Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
ISUPK bread and butter, baby.
Gather yourself together.
Gather yourselves together. Not gather yourselves, but be in different groups, but still thinking you all the same and teach the same thing and still the same, still got the truth with you. No, cowboy, get your ass in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
Learn some brotherhood. Learn some decorum. Learn some self-respect, goddammit. Keep going.
Kind of a con.
From the top.
Zephaniah 2:1.
Go ahead.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather yourself together, O nation not desired. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
No, that's it. Gather yourselves together, nation not desired. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit here talking about the ISUPK ain't the only one with the truth when we are the only ones with the truth.
Home of the truth.
The home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? So gather yourselves together. Come into this body of 1 West, 125th Street, Autumn, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Come in this one body.
Right.
And do what the Lord told you to do. One body, one mind, one spirit. You know what I'm saying? We all teach the same thing. We all say the same thing.
Right.
It's all the same. It's one body, one mind.
That's right.
And with that, salute to the brothers, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Barakatham. Salute to the sisters, Yahweh Shamar Atham Bashim Yahweh Shah. Class dismissed.